It may seem like 10 minutes, but it's been 1 week since the midterm elections. Today, the newest members of Congress, more Democrats than Republicans, started arriving on Capitol Hill for freshman orientation. No kidding, they were given tote bags and school supplies. Even as the newcomers got their briefing books, toured their new digs, several key races remain uncalled, and the political maneuvering is ratcheting up, especially in Florida and Georgia. And for the latest on where things stand, our national political correspondent, Steve Kornacki, who volunteered to come in and explain all this tonight. We're not holding him against his will on the late shift, is with us at the big board. Hey, Steve.
Hey, Brian, I don't want to be anywhere else. We still got votes coming in. These races are changing as we speak. Let's start in Florida. The news in Florida today, that machine recount is underway across the state, and that includes critically in Broward County. The margin statewide, of course, just over 12,000 votes for Rick Scott right now. This is the big question mark. They are now running the ballots through the machine. Presumably, we've been talking about those 26,000 ballots where they didn't register a vote in the Senate race originally. The question there was that a machine error? Do these ballots actually have check marks on them? Are they disproportionately for Nelson? They are probably, presumably, being separated out in this machine recount. And then on Thursday, the manual recount would begin. There is a lawsuit from the Nelson campaign trying to stretch out that deadline. So that process now underway in Broward County there. The governor's race in Georgia, new votes coming in just tonight. Provisional ballots being reported. You can see here Brian Kemp's lead. Right now it's about 56,000 votes over Stacey Abrams. By tomorrow, we expect more provisionals from around the state to be reported. Also, critically, some court rulings tomorrow with the Abrams campaign trying to get thousands of additional ballots added to the mix. Basically, the bottom line for Abrams, this 56,000 vote lead, she needs to get that down for Kemp to probably about 38,000. If she can do that, she'd get him under 50%. She would get this into a runoff. The other development in Georgia affects the outstanding House race in that state. This a Democratic target. You can see here the margin on this screen says about 900 votes for Rob Woodall, the Republican incumbent. But again, just in the last hour from a key county in here, they've reported out provisional ballots, and this margin has shrunk to about 500 for Rob Woodall. We are expecting about 300 more absentee ballots to be counted here. This is getting very close. The prospect of a recount now looms there as well. And some developments very quickly in House races in California. The biggest one is this tonight, where the vote continues to come in. Mimi Walters, Republican incumbent, has now fallen behind her challenger, Katie Porter. Walters had been leading until just a few hours ago. And in the 10th district, Republican incumbent Jeff Denham, he's fallen further behind. Our decision desk has not called this race, but I can tell you tonight the Associated Press has now called this race for the Democrat, for Josh Harder. That would be a Democratic pickup. Again, right now we have the Democrats picking up 31 seats, but in these outstanding seats here, they lead in a lot of them. The prospect of Democrats getting upwards of 40 seats looms very large right now.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.